What is going on, guys? NateGould here. I'm a little sick, so bear with me. I've been sick for about a week. Today we're going to talk about, all right, you have these 5 players. You don't know where to put them. You need roles. Roles are important, especially to start playing basic CS. You need to have basic roles. You know? You can't just start doing weird shit right off the bat. So I'm going to talk about what I look for in players when deciding roles. And then I'll actually go into the team that I just built a week and a half ago. Who I put where and why based on the 5 attributes I'm about to name right here. The first one is skills, obviously. Experience. I have what and where, as in what maps or what things in Counter-Strike their experience is, and maybe what places on the map they're experienced in. Attitude, discipline, and what part of the round they're more valuable. A lot of it's for T side. CT side, most of CT side you can just kind of pick sites and adapt, but again, you're going to have this issue where you're just going to have 5 guys and there's going to be an overlap. 2 people are going to like to play A, 2 people can't be A anchor, right? Someone's got to switch and stuff like that, so you're going to have to look at players objectively and make a fair choice, or else people are going to be pissed. If you're just like, okay, Fred go there, Gary go there, well, Gary's going to be like, well, I don't want to go there. Like, why? You know what I mean? Why'd you just flipped a coin and that's my fate? You know, if you're going to make someone potentially uncomfortable, you want to at least try to set them up for success, and that kind of does this. So for me, I'll go through my 3 riflers. I mean, my AWPer's my AWPer. He fits in with my system well, because I kind of have a hybrid system where it's defaults, executes. You know, it's defaults into executes unless we get picks in the default. You know, we get like early map control, or I send my AWPer to get early picks. You know what I mean? I kind of play spawn based with him, or if I just feel like they're weak somewhere and I feel like he can get a pick. So he can do everything. He can be like my turret, or, you know, hold angles on my executes, hold angles on my defaults. He can get picks early round if he has to spawn, and he can get picks late rounds if we're down a man. We want to slowly push into a site. He can do that walk-in op style. So he fits in really well. We don't have to really worry about him. My riflers, Axel, Decimate, and P-Walk. That's where we got to worry. Now, Axel is my first entry. Super low. I don't know. Just call him Nick. He has like 4 names. Nick's my second entry, and P-Walk's my lurker. And my lurker kind of late round, or like 4th one in, you know, just good post blanks. I don't believe that every site, every map needs a lurker, which is a discussion for another day. You'll have me here all day talking about that. So some maps he won't lurk on and some he will, but even if he doesn't lurk, he's like the 4th guy in, cleans up the trades, and holds a good post plant. Now, Axel's my first one in because his work schedule is not very good. Works nights, which cut into practice, and during holidays, like the next 3 weeks, you know, leading into Thanksgiving and going probably pretty close to Christmas, next 3 or 4 weeks, we're not going to be able to practice that much with them. So if I have him as my first entry, I could just get a sub in. Maybe we won't win as many scrims, but I can have someone fill that first entry role, and the other 4 of us can benefit. And then I just know that when I have Axel, I'll have more firepower, because I'm not going to find someone probably to sub in that's as good as him. He's a very good rifler. Also, he lacks attribute number 4, which is discipline. CT sides, he can overpeak. Late round on T side, he can overpeak. It's something we're working on, but it loses rounds, even now. So I don't want him to be the guy who closes out my rounds, because he gets too antsy and too over-aggressive and, you know, tries to go, he could throw rounds. So I want his impact. I want that aggression in the beginning. That's where I want him. I want him to have a nice early impact, make space for Nick, be aggressive then, and so that this way we can slow down late round and close out rounds more comfortably. Now, Nick and P-Walk are both very, very skilled. I think P-Walk has more years. He's been playing since, like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he was like an alpha tester of Counter-Strike. He's been playing since the very, very beginning, consistently through all of them. And, you know, him and Nick both have very great aim. But P-Walk has more of a leadership role. If, you know, I talked about my other video, if you go down to like a 4v3 or a 3v4, you have to restart the round, right? Talk to your teammates. What do you have? What kind of nades do you have? How much health do you have? What gun do you have? All this kind of stuff. Figure out information and then kind of restart the round. If I'm dead, I don't like to do that, because to me a 3v4 is just like a 2v2 or a 1v1. You want to play it comfortably based on what's happening to you first person. You don't want someone talking in your ear, dictating your move when he's not even in the round anymore. It could be distracting, and it could be the wrong call because you're not maybe, you know, maybe Nick hears something over here, but I'm now spectating someone over here, and, you know, my information may not be as good as the people who are living it. It's nice to have a late round leadership like that, and that's why Pewok's my fourth guy. Nick's my second entry or third entry, third guy in, whatever. He's just in the beginning of the round, but I don't want him to die. I want him to get the trades and help play my post plans, but be one, So he's kind of like mid-execute, right? He's not the first guy, but he's not the last guy. He could die, but he's usually set up to get a couple kills beforehand. And he kind of secures us the round as long as we don't make a huge mistake. The reason why I have him there is because he can get frustrated if people make stupid mistakes and stuff like that. And so if someone does something stupid at the beginning of the round, it goes down to like a 3v5. Now maybe he's frustrated. I can't have him pick up that leadership role that Pewok would. So if Pewok and me do something stupid and die and Nick's all pissed off, he might not be able to rise to the challenge like Pewok can because he's frustrated. So I want Nick's impact to be a little bit earlier. And also I can depend on him to get the first kills. We were playing a scrim. I threw him a deagle. I said, walk in there and get a deagle, kill Ivy. And once you get that kill, we're going to rush A and win the round. And he did it. He hit a beautiful shot and we won the round. And he's done it multiple times. So he's dependable there. I can kind of get away from his temper a little bit, which, I'm going to work on everything. Same thing with Axel. Just because I throw him in first doesn't mean I want him to keep having that mindset that he should overpeak. That's something we need to fix because he could be a much better player. But we're a team for a week and a half. We need to build a base, and that's what makes sense for them right now. Right now, it's good for Axel with his schedule and his overpeaking to be first in and to play aggressively. Nick, it's better to have his impact earlier and then have the more experienced player coming after him. So this way, if it's him and Pewok, he knows Pewok's not going to make a mistake. He's going to be confident. He's going to be comfortable. Same thing with our AWPer, has a lot of experience. But now I have him set up so late round, he's just playing with smart players, and he'll be calm, and it'll work with his attitude. Me, I just kind of throw nades. I drop deagles or drops or whatever. I pretty much sacrifice my own play style for them because I'm the in-game leader. It's kind of your job. Just how it is. You should be setting your stars up and your better players to win. That's what I do. I set all four of them up for kills. I try to make sure they all stay alive. Expendable at my own playing style. And I definitely die more than I would normally die, but it'll get better. Once everything's kind of more panned out and I don't have to worry so much about what's going on and I can focus more in the middle of the round, I'll do good enough that I won't even care. But most of the time I just do whatever I have to do so that they can win the round. I'll go and plant the bomb. I'll run out first with the bomb on train and have the second guy with me. But if I die, it's not like one of my best rifles die trying to plant the bomb, right? It's just me. They can clutch the round. So that's kind of my role. So that's just a little insight on how I thought about placing these three riflers. I looked at personality, I looked at discipline, their attitude, their experience, their skills, and then their schedule, because we're not paid players, obviously. We don't have all day. We go to school, we go to work. I mean, I work 40 hours a week. I'm in class 20 hours a week, and I have so much other shit. I just don't sleep. That's why I can do making YouTube videos and trying to play on a team and IGLing. It's just because I never sleep. I literally sleep like 3 hours a night, if that. That's like a good night for me. If I actually slept like a normal person, I would never be able to do any of this. But I love it, and I want to do it, so I don't sleep. Sacrifice it. But this is the mindset when I pick these players. The thing was, because I presented it this way, and like, listen, this is why you fit in here, this is why you fit in here. No one argued or said anything. Just like, yeah, okay. And it's the same thing. You're going to have 5 guys just coming into a group. You're going to need some kind of order. If you're just like, you go there, you go there, you go there, it's going to seem like there's no thought to it. But if you put thought into it like this and present it in a sensible way, they're all like, okay, this makes sense. I can live with this. I can work with this. This is a good start for us. Same thing on CT's side. I try to let everyone play their spots until they start fucking it up, and then we got to make changes. We already had to do that on train. I had Axel playing a 4th man outside. He wasn't doing what I wanted him to do. As soon as we switched, we never lost the train. I think we've lost 1 train since then because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We were all shot, like 5 scrims in. But our CT side, just making that switch is fine. So you got to start somewhere, but you want to make a sensible decision making when I hope this video helps you when you start your new team and you finally get that 5 that you think is going to be a good group. That may actually keep your team together, is just having an early structure that makes sense to them, so that they'll be a little more dedicated to what they're doing. We have our first best of 3 as a new team. We've been playing, this will be like 2 weeks, week and a half. We're playing Cobblestone, Train, and Mirage, which Train's our best map, Mirage is our worst map, and we've never played Cobblestone. So it should be actually a pretty interesting best of 3 to say the least. It'll be a good fight. If you guys want to tune into that, it's tomorrow, Tuesday at 6 Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern at Twitch TV/NateGould. I also made an event on YouTube. I don't know how those really work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm always up to positive feedback if you have anything I can change or do better. And I hope this helps you guys. Let me